using energy of portals is one of the ways you can leverage your energy. That's what I'm going to be talking and helping you with today. Now, there is an energy portal opening on the 25th of January with the alignment of 7 planets, which is really rare. So the more rare the event is, the bigger the energy you can get out of it. All right, let's do this from Mexico. So welcome, welcome. Let me put some lipstick on to see you guys coming in. And hey, nothing new to me. I'm Djali, and I'm obsessed with helping you design your life according to your dreams. Like I've done it for more than 1,000 people and for myself. Now, part of the dream is me working here from Mexico. Let me show you. Yeah, maybe I should take this angle. Okay, come on in. Come on in. We're going to be talking today the energy portal that's opening with the 25th. Yeah, Marcia, how can you hear me with the new set? I have a new headset thingy. Well, microphone set. Tell me, how do you hear me? Come on in, come on in. Welcome. So happy to see you guys. So I'll be explaining first what an energy portal is, how we find the energy portals. Come on in, welcome. And then I'll be giving you guidance how to use it, how to use this one that's opening on the 25th. That's this Friday. And then I'll be telling you what else happens with it so that you know how to make use of it, so that you can know how to leverage any energy really. And part of what I'm doing right now, you can get deeper guidance with me opening or following the portal. Because guess what? In my whole life, I've been looking for upgrades. I've been looking for how to make better use of everything. I was always wondering, like, why do people work 8 hours a day? And you guys, I did until I was 30. I worked 8 or 12 hours a day, sometimes even. But I knew there was other ways to do it, right? Or when I was thinking like how people work out, how they work out like an hour, I was like, why don't they work out an hour? Maybe they could work out like 45 minutes and make it more efficient. So the same, it works with energy. Everything you do in your life, you can do it with, if you pay attention a bit, you can do it with more fun, you can make it more efficient. And using energy of portals is one of the ways you can leverage your energy. That's what I'm going to be talking and helping you with today. Now, there is an energy portal opening on the 25th of January with the alignment of 7 planets, which is really rare. So the more rare the event is, the bigger the energy you can get out of it. So imagine, like, there's 7 planets going in front of the sun, and that goes creating, metaphysically, it goes creating certain gravitational pull. Because of the gravitational pull, it is creating different vibrations of the energy. Now, if you have been called to my energy and to me talking about it, there's definitely for you room to make use of it. So not every energy portal, not every event that happens in the universe, or that happens also from the dates when things happen or periods when things happen, is something you have to use. But if somehow your mind flickers towards it, is attracted towards it, it means that your energy body and your physical body can make use of it. So that's kind of the first bit about the portal. Marcia, how can you hear me? I can see my assistant being online, and because I'm using this thing, you guys, can you tell me how you hear me? If you're with me live, if you're not looking at this from the replay. Yeah, so let me tell you more about energy portals. It is fun. There is some people, do you want to see this? There's some people doing aqua aerobic. I'm in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. Let me tell you a little, yeah. Let me let you a little story about that. So for me to align with this energy portal, I was looking for a place where my energy would be working best with the frequency of the place, and it would be as high vibrating as possible. because both the portal and the place you choose, and the place doesn't have to be, oh, perfect, you hear me perfect. The place doesn't have to be, you don't have to be physically present in there, but you need to connect with it. So I was thinking I want to do work around this date, and I decided to do a retreat and retreat online to help open that energy portal and elevate whatever opportunities you have in your life, whatever you're working on. The usual thing my clients work on is the next level of making money, working less, and then also because it's all about receiving, it aligns with their emotional life, with their relationships and daily calm. Now, these three things often come together, but sometimes they're separate. And whatever you have in your intentions of those kind of goals or some other goals, you can use the energy of the portal to elevate it. So it's a bit like someone's giving you a push, like when you have salt in the sea and it's easy to swim in the sea. So that's what energy can do for you when you use it right. So when I was looking for the place, and I'm going to be closing my eyes a few times during this time because I'll be tuning in both to you guys online and because energy is beyond space and time, to those that are connecting later, and this portal to kind of come back to how this happened and how to choose it. So when I was looking for the place to help me with the portal, to support me, I went, and you can do this with me if you want, you can close your eyes, kind of figure out where the place in the world is for you. And definitely here in Puerto Vallarta, it is for you with me this week and next week. But then you will probably have some other place, because there are more places in the world that be vibrating at a frequency supported for you. If you're visual, it's going to be a little easier. If you know how the globe looks like, it's going to be a little easier. If you don't worry about it. Just let the information come to you, or just be tuned in. You're getting the alignment anyway. So let's breathe in into the nose, stay in the center of the head, and breathe out through the mouth. Now, if you're driving, you don't want to have your eyes closed right now. And then go ahead and tell your human mind that we are taking away all the limitations of how long it would take me to get there, if I have to invest money, if I have to invest time, if someone says I'm crazy, that I'm going to this place or this place attracts me. And then ask the world, where is the best place besides Puerto Vallarta? Because you connected to that with me right now. I'm being connected to my energy. Where else in the world is a place that would be supporting my energy right now? And notice where you are taken. It may be as weird as Estonia or Central Africa. And just know you can tune in to the exact location later, but be open to the energy eddies working with your frequency in some particular parts of the world. And they don't have to be the same all the time. They can change, like your friends, like your partner. Come back and open your eyes. So whatever you got, you can come back deeper into that. It's great to do at the end of a longer meditation, because then you are in a more calm space, more connected space to be tuning into these things. So this is the first way you can be working with a portal, right? So if there is already a date that you know is somehow popping up in your mind, you heard about it, that already means that your higher self, the 95% are outside this body, but are part of you. There's a stronger part of you. We just have the 5% in the body, what you see. So those 95% are give you a message that way. Whether you saw it on the TV, whether you heard it from Djali, whether you heard it in the news, maybe you are from a culture, like I have loads of Indian followers. So there is things like Shivaratri, Navaratri, if that's really in your space. So that's probably a good time for you to be working with a portal, because all those times are auspicious times that go opening energy portals, right? Whoever came up with the dates that are auspicious back in the day, that was for a reason. It was because they go opening energy eddies. Now, if this resonates with you, then go ahead, and during that time, you want to be dreaming big. So first, you want to go dream big. What the heck are your intentions? Now, if it's at the beginning of the year or around your birthday, that is the best times to be working on it, because then you are setting energy for the whole year. You are really enabling your human power to be achieving those big things, and at the same time enjoying this bloody life. If it's around your birthday, well, it's like the beginning of year for you. So then you want to go, okay, what is it really that I would want in the areas of my life I want to be working on? So you may be thinking like, yeah, Djali, I do want more money, of course, I do want to work less, but how much more money do you really want for everything that you need so that you could be your full self? How many hours do you really want to work so that your day has enough sleep, enough time with your partner, enough time for you to exercise, enough time to relax and realign, kind of just say like, I don't need to be up now and running. Uh, if you're working or want to be working on your relationship, what does it look like? What does it really look like? Is it more sexy? Is it more communicative? Is it more listening? Is it more sharing with your circle? Maybe you haven't had a partner who would really share you with their circle and feel comfortable with that. Maybe it's your family accepting them. And if it's a daily calm, what does it look like? Does it look like that you have enough time to meditate in the morning, in the evening? Does it mean that you're taking break before lunch? Does it mean that you don't stress, you don't have the anxiety moments? What exactly is it? So allow yourself to dream big. That is the first way how you go working with a portal once you have figured out when a date is. And once you go figuring out where the place is that you are connecting to. Now, the place you're connecting to is a supportive element only. So technically you don't need it, but you want it, if that makes sense, right? It's a bit like, the gym is open and you can go to the gym, but if there's a trainer there as well, then the trainer will support you way better in doing the exercise. Now, just watching the trainer is like being in the place, knowing like, oh yeah, they do it like this and like this. And then having the trainer work with you is someone having like me really telling you, oh yeah, this is how it works for you, Delia. This is how it works for you, Anna. And let's do it together. So it's really personalized to your needs. Because if it's, for instance, hard for you to keep your back straight, well, then I will adjust the exercise, of course, right? So you want to have the date. Now you have the date of the 25th. You want to have the place that you're being drawn to. You don't need to worry about a place right now that's going to be for your next portal. So like there are quite a few portals every year, really. Like Buddhists go tuning into May always with the Vesnak, with a full moon in Vesnak. Then Hindus go, as I said, tuning into Navratri, Shivaratri in November and in January. And there's a bunch of other portals that you could be working with. So you want to have the date, have the place, have your dreams, and then you go creating a process that is, first, it's a meditation that you're tuning into the portal. And at the end of the meditation, you looking at your goals and whatever comes to you that needs to be unblocked for them. Because if you want to do the deep work, not only you have to know what the fuck you want and go as detailed as normally you are detailed. All of us are detailed differently. So say I'm not super detailed. I know, for instance, what I want the next 3 months exactly, but the rest of the year I have rough goals of like wanting to get more publicity, wanting to do this retreat once more. But I don't exactly care like when exactly it is, how many people are going to come there. If I go think about my partner, I'm thinking like, well, I just really want the good communication to keep flowing. I don't really care like if it's with his family or if it's, wherever. But if you're super detailed about things, if you're the kind of person who goes noting down things to an hour, then you may want to go more detailed with your dreams as well. And then at the end of the meditation, you want to be observing, okay, so what are the blocks I have towards it? We call these limiting beliefs, right? And you want to be neutrally, compassionately observing your mind, going like, yeah, but I don't really see myself being with this partner long term, or maybe long term they just can't be sexy with me. I just got this cool lemonade here. Oh, yum. It was super funny. I came to the bar and I was like, yeah, I want to have a drink, by the pool. And they were like, yeah, some alcoholic drink. I'm like, no, a lemonade. And they were like, okay. So that was probably a boring thing people don't do here at the pool, which, by the way, I have just made up this place because I was on the halfway to a hike and I didn't want to drive back to the place I'm staying at. So I looked up a hotel and confidently came in. I was like, hey, can I shoot a live here? And they were like, and then the bartender goes, well, you may need a day pass. And I'm like, no, I think the receptionist said I can do it. So they just brought me a drink and, well, I paid for it too. But that's how you can, make things happen for you if you go doubting. But talking of the doubts, you want to be observing your daily doubts, your long doubts. So during the portal opening, which by the way starts a week before the event, and it keeps going for about 2 weeks after, you want to be observing where your mind is at with how possible it is. And you really want to be observing like a little kid that came to you from school and they're complaining how much it sucked being at school, have someone bully them, or maybe the snack, I don't know what, fell on the floor, or maybe that assignment was really hard. And like you would have the kid coming back from school, you go listening to them with love and compassion. You don't go judging them necessarily, right? And then you go calming them down, going like, well, you know what? Well, so yeah, so you skip a snack. Nothing big happens, right? So if your mind goes telling you, yeah, I don't know, maybe you're making $5,000 a month, and when you realize, you know, like how much all the help you would want with, say, mentorship and helping your family, they would like $15,000 a month, and your mind goes like, but how the fuck would I make that? You go telling the mind, don't worry about that. Just keep that goal in front of your eyes along with being happy here, and we just keep it as a goal. So that's how you go processing those limitations, and they may be different every day. So for instance, yesterday I go debriefing on my limitations at least once a day, sometimes twice a day. I did it last night in the morning again, because with the retreat we haven't filled it. So my mind is going to, oh my God, you went crazy. You're crazy, flying all the way to Mexico and not filling the event that you've been building on for 3 months, and you're going to be working on another month. That's basically a third of your year. And it may not be a full return. Now you want to be processing that and transforming it into, how about if this is just a first step to something bigger? How about if this is something that's supposed to help me for something else? You know, like to be helping the kid. If you have any questions about that, please pop them here. And then you can also send me a message on Instagram if you're watching this on YouTube later. So send me a message on Instagram asking about the details, how you do it. And if you're going to do the retreat online with me, we do have their personal assistant with me, so that I go asking you how it's going and what the fuck your goals are and how we're going to be working on them. So let's do a process that you're going to be keeping and using. And you can use it again from the replay. We're going to keep it on YouTube forever, pretty much. Or ideally, you learn how it works and you do it yourself. Because what I teach my people, besides the big things, how to reach impossible, is to be independent of me, right? So I give you the tools, and then I want to give you superiority so that you feel like you're not any worse or different than me. You just didn't have the instruction before me. Now that you do, you can do it yourself. Let's close our eyes. And your feet are ideally flat on the ground. Let's take a nice deep breath into the center of the head. And let's feel the center of the head lighting up, and breathe out through the mouth, really exhaling, sighing out perhaps. There we go. And let's go again. Breathe in all the energy that went away, that's supposed to be here in the body, lighting up the center of the body, of the head, your pineal gland. And out mouth. There you go. And go ahead and observe kindly, like that kid that came from school all rattled with their mind all over the place. If your mind is somewhere before or after this process, just watch it. Don't put yourself into the story of it necessarily. Watch where it wants to go, what it wants to do, argue, worry about. You just bringing your awareness to it is you processing your traffic and creating more space for something more elevated, efficient, powerful, helping you to achieve those goals. But at the same time, not being attached to the exact result and the how. It's super important that you go bring yourself back to the gratitude of just being here. Now go ahead and feel the gravitational pull towards your buttocks. That's it. You're nice and safe. Welcome here on the earth plane. Always given nutrition, roof over your head, water. That's because the earth literally wants you here. And if and when it doesn't, don't worry about that. That's not now. Now go ahead and feel the earth energy giving nutrition of the energy flow into your feet and calves and thighs all the way into the third chakra now. That's it. And then go ahead and feel above your head the universe energy giving you the access to the resources, opportunities, the next inspired action. Just by you being here, you are so connected. You are so much more further than, well, unfortunately, about 80% of the human population right now. So feel the blessing and the golden energy coming from above to the crown chakra above your head, back side of your head, both sides of the neck, loving you along the spine, both sides, all the way to the center of the pelvis. And I think you don't need all this flow will keep coming out of your buttocks into the earth. And then the cosmic and the earth, they are coming from the top and the bottom, are making a blend in your third chakra in the center of the pelvis. And go ahead and breathe in, letting that blend nourish and light up the center of your body. Going up, up, up. Out of the fountain, out of the head, big fountain. And then from the throat, down the arms, and out of the palms. That's it. There you go. Stay here a few moments. Maybe at this point you go recognizing that chapter of the mind that can be so busy and so limiting to an extent. But with that, we don't want to judge it negatively, just observe it. It's calming down. That's it. And then start noticing the light in the center of your torso, your pelvis, your head, like a column of light in your center without you anyhow enforcing it. Yes, that's it. And now go ahead and notice that light is spreading to all over your body and beyond. And go ahead and bring yourself to those 7 planets as if they are in front of you and in front of them the sun as they are aligning on the 20th of January, but the energy is already sprouting from them right now. That's it. And just be there with it. Just notice the powerful and unique shift of like how many years, how many rotations, how many orbits of every object it had to take so that they would align one in front of another, in front of the sun. Then perhaps if your human mind allows, you can allow the admiration for all the gravitational pull that this creates, with that the movement of the water. Just be aware how much just the moon goes changing the tide, and with that the water and the energy in your body. What will happen now if there's 7 planets moving like this? And take it as a point of gratitude that you are alive at this point. You can use the portal. And perhaps this will be the strongest portal in your life. Maybe not the most remarkable, but the most powerful. Sometimes the most powerful things from a human perspective can seem negligible. Strangely enough, it's really hard for the human mind to understand. Be amused. Now you both feel the human body and the connection to the beyond and to this portal. and start seeing a frame of a door or portal, if you want, golden in front of you, in front of the planet, and you decide to enter. Now, as you enter, you become all of the energy around you. So you feel your human part still, but at the same time, you feel like you are part of the high vibration energy. Every particle, you are in one place and at the same time everywhere. That's where your limitlessness becomes. You can feel it, you can gauge it. And start feeling how your topics, how your goals are in front of you aligning. And along with that, the human body, the human mind. However fuzzy these topics are right now, or their goals culmination, just know by simply the intention that you're using the portal, you connected to a high vibrational human that connected you to a high vibrational space, and all you have to do is accept the help, accept the guidance. Like you were watching TV and all of a sudden you zap into a channel that you just can't stop watching. Just take it. Take it, be part of it, relax with it, and know it's going to give you something wonderful. And allow yourself to really want it and receive it. How about if you really were able to have the love and the relationships that were just dreamy to you? How about if money could just flow easily and it could be more than you need? How about if every day, regardless of the ups and downs of your fears, you could create calm and kind of floating with the waves? What if all of that and more was possible? Just give yourself, yes. Declare to the universe, don't expect from it, don't beg it, that's what you're doing, and tell it what your goals are. And now in this space, you then want to stay a little longer, so that's when you want to reuse the process and observe any of the limitations that are coming to you. Whether it's, oh, that's not for me, that's only for the really intuitive or really lucky or really rich. Observe those limitations and decide that you're going to be peeling them one by one, day by day, until you become completely limitless. There you go. Now with the light of the portal in the center of your body, my support and the Eddie from Puerto Vallarta, from Xinalani, where I'm doing the retreat both in person and live, online. You can feel your body, you can feel the blessing, you can feel how you are thrown into the energy vibration elevation. And you can very gently come back and open your eyes. Hi Glenn. Hi Irfan. Hello, hello. Now if you came in later, don't worry, you can repeat the process. It's going to be both on my Instagram feed and on YouTube. So let me repeat to you how we make use of the portal, right? So first, you know there's a portal. Someone told you, heard it. To elevate it, because Djali tells you tricks, how to leverage everything. You also find a place that you resonate with. Now you feel the energy of the place. Somehow there is some soul connection, right? So with me in Mexico, even though I'm Czech Persian, I have loads of clients from Mexico. They just appeared. Like once I stepped into this world, they just came into my space. With that, I knew that I'm drawn to this place where I am. So that's why I decided to connect it with it. And around this time to be working with a group of people, both in person and online, to be giving them the energy of the portal and the place. Now for your next portal, whether you're doing it with me, someone else, or alone, you can choose a different place that's calling you, right? And you can just connect with it intentionally. You don't have to go there. Now, if you go there, it may be stronger. There may be something else you're experiencing, because we are in a body for a reason. The body has own energy that works like an amplifier. So you can actually, that's why in-person retreat with me or in-person session with me can be really transformational, as much as like doing everything online with me is super strong. Meeting me in person could be something really soul-like. So you're going to the place, if you've been drawn to it, should probably be on your list somewhere. But again, you don't need to rush. You don't need to rush into it. Then you want to have your dreams clear, and those can change, they can specify, they can get detailed. You want to use your process, a process like we use now. Now, depending on what the event is, the process will change a bit. And at the end of the process, you want to be checking with your mind, because you are both the human mind and the limitless divine energy body, the consciousness that's always lasting, that knows more. So when you connect both of them, your human mind will be always more screamier because it has those mortal fears. And you want to be calming it down, like that kid that comes from school. And with that, you're processing and you're going forward. Now, to be able to really move with accelerated speed to your goals, you want to be also taking inspired action. So what is the thing you will do to get more money? Whether it is, I don't know, like contacting someone, whether it is redesigning how you work, or who you work with, the business you have, the job you have. If it's something about your love life, are you going to be, if you have a partner, are you going to be talking to them about what you really want? Or are you going to be breaking up with them? Are you going to be taking a break? Are you going to be, I don't know, going celibate for 2 months? If it's daily calm, what you're going to do? Are you going to meditate more? So that action is really important. And that's where the guide, besides their high energy, is really, really important, because they can see you from the outside. Now, if they're clairvoyant or super intuitive like me, which is pretty much the same, they can actually see you in the next step already, because the next steps are technically different dimensions where you already are, and they can see what you're doing there, how you got there, so they can translate for you what the fuck you're seeing, what the fuck you're feeling, and how to get there. So that's where I come in. So if you want to go a step further, you want to join me for the online version of the Manifestation Breakthrough Retreat that is starting this Friday. It'll be going on for a week. And you can do it either live with me. So the processes like this one, many other ones of energy clearings, deep meditations will be transmitted both live, and you get them also recorded in a pack with guidance of what to do. And also you get my check-ins on how you personally are doing. So that's your leverage if you want to go further with a portal. I would love you to have that, because me just coming here is such a soul-like connection. Like my powers, like a proper witch, are elevated. I feel way more limitless. If you want to know more about it, you want to know like how to sign up. I don't have many spots because I work in a personalized cooperation. Do message me on Instagram about the retreat online, and I'm going to pass you all the information, how much it costs, there's a payment plan, how you can do that, and then what everything you get with it. Either way, you want to be tuning into the portal of the 20th of January, starting your processes today, dreaming big, and just enjoying that you are a smart soul that's so connected that you know that there is way more beyond this body, and there is also way more beyond meditation. There is the energy world you can tap into, and then make your life design the way you fuck want. You know, like being in Puerto Vallarta, 10,000 kilometers from home, just because I was called to it. You guys, it wasn't easy really getting here. All the tickets, my assistant coming here, the budget for the retreat and everything. But guess what? When you tune into the high vibration, it just happens. Okay? So let's talk soon about the retreat online so that you can leverage this energy even further, and enjoy this beautiful time of the portal opening. I love you, love you. Thank you so much for being here with me.